when we were young and we miss school for a reason, and then there's a big event that happens, let's say a fight. I show up in school and I missed the previous day, and then they tell me there's a fight. And the first question in everyone's mind is, who won that fight? In most cases, if you ask the person X and person Y, who were actually fighting, you ask person X who won the fight, you would say me, obviously. You would ask person Y, you would say me, obviously. But there is a general understanding that it's quite more complex most of the time, because it's a fight and it's not basically to death. So how would you know who won a fight? And it is the same. Who won, Apple or Epic in this case? And it's quite astonishing seeing the level of complexity in a simple thing like this. And let's start with the facts. So in a court hearing, the judge has the court in California has ruled that Apple cannot stop third-party developers directing users to other payment options. So that makes it seem like Epic won. But also, the court did not rule that Apple is a monopolist, and the quote is, "The court cannot ultimately conclude that Apple is a monopolist." So they are not a monopoly. So in this case, Apple won. And both sides actually claimed victory, both Epic and Apple. And they kind of both did win, and they kind of both lost in different ways. The one way Apple won is they say our products are chosen by people not because we are behaving in a monopolistic way. It's because our products are simply the best and we offer the best experience for our customers. And hence, you can't say that we're monopoly. And actually, there's a quote by the judge Yvonne Gonzalez Rogers that says, success isn't illegal and they're successful for a reason. And that's a very positive thing for Apple. But in terms of stock price, Apple lost, I think, 3% after the judgment, 3% of their valuation, which is billions and billions of dollars. So that's a way Epic won, I guess. Or Apple lost. I don't know if you consider it Epic won. And the big thing is now Apple cannot force developers to go through the system, the Apple payment system. They don't always have to pay the 30% cut. So I guess now it's a win for developers and Epic. Is it a win for customers though? Here is where I want to share my thoughts. Recently, my young cousins were nagging their mother to buy skins or add-ons to a game. And she had it disabled, in-app purchases disabled. But if the kids can redirect through an external website and then have the payment that way, they can obviously dodge Apple's payment restrictions that are set by the mother. Because if you go to Safari and go to the website and ask you for credit card details, you can enter them that way. And wow, I don't think parents here are winning in this specific scenario. And the court hearing also specified that 70% of Apple Store revenue is through games, which is very interesting. When I was growing up and I saw the iPhone, the number one way app developers made money is through the payment of the app itself. So you would sell the app, sell the game, and when they buy it, you get profit that way. But obviously everything is steering towards subscription-based models. I want my customer to pay indefinitely. And this freemium model showed up, where in the case of Epic, famously known for Fortnite, and you play for free, but if you want these add-ons, these skins, you pay. And I think this court hearing and this decision might be good for developers, but not for kids who, as seen in a previous video, China is trying to restrict how much game time kids have, and there might be some merit to that. But my thing is, this will push developers to continue developing a game so addictive to play, yes, but with features that are restrictive for you to want to spend money constantly on a game, and there is no restriction in terms of how you do that. And I see where that can be a problem. At the same time, you could say now developers don't have to go through the Apple's restrictive system, and now you have more freedom and more encouragement for more developers to show up, which would make more games, and games will compete each other for users with each other. And well, yes, as with most things, it's pretty much complicated. But one thing is for sure, Apple will lose, well, not a few amount of dollar figures, I'm sure, because 70% of the App Store revenue comes from games. And now if games can redirect you to their own website for processing money, they will, unless Apple cuts down the cost. So Apple will lose money in that case. And it's one of the subjects I started talking about ages ago. And Apple continues to be the center of attention, and for good reason, because they make a lot of money and they make a lot of products. Speaking of which, they will announce their new lineup of products September 14th. I guess 10 p.m. or 8 p.m. Bahrain time, which means 6 p.m. UK time, and then at different time zones. I can assure you can look them up when you go to Apple's website. And it is the number one device, the iPhone. And that's where most of the money comes from for Apple. And starting to deviate slowly, but with their hits coming from every direction with the Apple Store and the anti-competitive stuff. It remains to be seen, but I'm still excited to see it. And Epic's story was one of the first things I talked about ages ago, maybe a year ago now, where Fortnite got banned from the iPhone. And now there's 200 subscribers, pushing a creative endeavor and keeping the motivation to make videos like this that I enjoy very much. Takes time and effort, and I am very happy that even 10, 5, 3 or 1 person watches my videos or gains something from it. And as long as I continue enjoying this, I'll continue doing it, and I hope you continue enjoying watching it, and have a wonderful week. Epic and Apple battled it out, but we don't really know who won. Some things have been won by Apple, some of things have been won by Epic, and the battle continues. See you next week.